running the offense tonight in that weather, do you feel like you guys were rusty at all after 3 weeks off?
I felt like we could have played a lot better. We had a lot of penalties. But yeah, we were a little rusty. But we're gonna go there and practice this week, just focusing on the little things and getting better so we can play our next opponent.
And I know that you ended up with 100+ yards again tonight, almost 150. But I
Yeah.
mean, you got a lot of those in chunks too. So it seemed
Yeah.
like at times you guys were able to do really well on the ground. Other times LSU was doing a pretty good job defending.
Yeah, we weren't really consistent today. LSU did a pretty good job today. But I feel like we didn't really play up to our potential. And we can play a lot better than what we did today. So we're just gonna keep working and keep practicing hard. So
Thanks.
All right, let's go to Gabe Bach from Texags and then Travis Brown.
Yeah, Isaiah, I wonder if you could take us through that 52-yard run in the first half. It was kind of clunky early, and you were able to kind of get this thing going and give you a 2-score lead at that point, 10-0. Could you take us through that play?
That play was kind of the linebackers was flowing on Cooter, and Dan made a great block, and Jalen made a great block, and Rennick made a good downfield block, and the O-line just did a great job, and yeah.
So.
All right, let's go to Travis Brown. That's all the questions I have on the queue. So if you have a question, get it in, please.
Hey, Isaiah, just curious, when y'all were in the COVID-19 contact tracing quarantine, as far as the offensive skill players go, was there a lot of players that were quarantined? Were y'all able to practice, or is this been the last week that a lot of y'all have been able to practice?
I don't really know all the details of who's quarantined, but we were able to practice. Not as many people were there, but we were practicing for 2 weeks. So I feel like we're a little rusty because some people were out, but we'll be better next week.
And what do y'all feel like you can do in this next week to try to regain that continuity in a quick turnaround?
Just practicing hard and trusting the coaches, and just going out there and catching balls and getting back in our rhythm, and running the ball and the O-line blocking. So we got a lot of work to do this week. So.
I'll throw one more out there if that's okay. And just, I know the defense stepped up big, and with the way that y'all were ranked highly, do you feel like the offense did enough to be able to maintain the college football playoff ranking that y'all received?
I'm not really worried about that. I feel like if we just come out and play every game and the way we know how to play, we'll be fine. So we let the chips fall where they land. So.
All right, and we'll finish up with Justin Woodard from KAGS.
Hey, Isaiah, just wondering what it means. Obviously, you've said it a couple of times that you'll get back to the drawing board and get better next week. But what does it say to win in this type of weather? And if you want to call it a sloppy win, you can. But what does it say about this team just to grind one out like that when you've had a couple blowout wins the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, it just shows you how mature and just how we know how to win, even in situations where we're not playing good or today wasn't our best day, but we know how to get the job done. And, yeah, that's just leadership on the team and everybody else coming together as one.
If I could follow up on that, you sense any frustration on the offense? You mentioned leadership.
Yeah.
You sense any frustration, or you think guys stay pretty level-headed tonight through the struggles?
We stayed pretty leveled. Nobody was really nobody was really just mad. I mean, even though we weren't playing up to our potential, we still kept a level head, and we'll be better next week. So.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
All right, that's all the questions we have for you. Good job. Thank you.
Thank you.